Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Skaven playthrough where, well, we are now, well, first of all I'm doing this, but we are planning for the invasion of Brettonia, guys. So Ulfwan is ours. Here might fall at some point soon, and I might try and grab there. So we're just going to get Ulfwan into a safe, reasonable state where it's not falling over on me instantly, and then we are going to prepare for a mass invasion of Brettonia, guys, which should be satisfying. We're going to batter into them, cut them in two. Not necessarily, we will probably push north. We might not take well, we probably will take everywhere, but I also want to, one of the key parts of this invasion is going to be pushing towards the Wood Elves as fast as I can, guys. Now, this invasion could be hard. There could be a lot. You know, I know Brettonia, while it's weakened at the moment, still has a lot of good, powerful armies. It's a big old nation. It still has a lot of armies out there, guys. So I still need to be very careful here, especially as they very definitely have a lot of friends. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I will join our war, which makes me unreliable again. But they are my allies, so I should help them. That's an annoying little faction over here. Hopefully the Dark Elves will actually deal with them. Looks like they are. I'm not sure why they really needed to pull me into that war, but I want to keep the Dark Elves on side, at least for the time being. Now, I am technically more powerful with the Dark Elves at the moment, but that doesn't mean I want to go to war with them. Not yet, anyway, guys. We need to be big enough before we betray them. Yes, yes. Yeah, once we're big enough, once we're really powerful, we will just steamroll them. But I need to be in a... Because they're so stuck throughout my territory, I want to be a bit careful doing that. Okay, more public order buffs.
Most masterful of masters. Little master.
You can start pushing up this way. Toyavris. Let's get a bell to start with. I know that was better beforehand, guys, but, well, I'm sure you all saw me when I was, well, you all aware of my Zerg through, which has affected a few of these things in, not the best ways. These guys are all going to get round up here, where we can do some more recruitment. Let's knock off some of my recruitment down there, because I want more public order. More public order! Public order everywhere, guys. I want to push up my public order as high as I can in these places. Speaking of that, yes. That extra growth as well is going to come in very useful at the moment, guys. I also want to push this up, because we are getting public order negatives from this, so getting this back up high will really help us. It shouldn't take too long, to be fair, and it will up our growth, up our public order, and give us more income.
Where shadow, horn rat. Sorcerer, inventor, yes, yes.
I'm not sure which army he's meant to be in. Obviously not that one. Who is missing?
Of the deep warren.
You definitely don't need one. He needs one. So Vermich can go down here and join him. Join Garara Snarl. As I said, we're going to mass over here, guys, for our invasion of Brettonia, and we are going to properly batter through them if we can. You know, it's not going to be a small-scale invasion like beforehand, guys. We will land again, and we will not be beaten back this time, guys, he says, hopefully. We've got ourselves... I've already been redirecting my armies, but... Ooh, there a Dowie there. Now that is a worry. I might need to leave an army somewhere just in case those Dowie come after me. That said, you know, we've got 2 armies over here. Maybe I need to move on to the northern end of the Vampire Coast and keep an army around here, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that, guys. I can afford to push out more armies at the moment, and we already are pushing out more armies, so that's not a huge issue. We have a really good solid income at the moment, so... and Nagarond is being pushed back a little bit. But they are regaining their power. What does Cetra want? No, not at the moment. Cetra is not lasting well enough for me. I need allies who are going to stand for a while. I said I'm tempted to go for a alliance with the vampires. Vampire counts, but I'm not sure I want to do that yet. Need to keep an eye on them. I definitely need to keep an eye on them, guys. Let's try and pay them off just a little. Yeah, that'll hopefully get them out of my territory, or at least hold them off doing too much to me for the time being. You are still recruiting. You need to get some more recruitment set up, though. So we're going more for these guys to start with. Still going to go for a couple of these guys, and that puts me on 19. Ooh, what do I want? What do I want? I'm very tempted by Doom Wheel. Yeah, let's get Doom Wheel into this army as well. So that's a nice army. That'll take 6 turns to complete.
All hail, horned rat. Call me Lord Craventail.
In fact, Tretch can go poke him. I'm going to get one of these armies fully set up now. Tretch wants these 2 guys back at least.
Scurry, forward. Address me as Cyanod.
I do have a fair bit of anti-large here. I might decide I want more against the, more dedicated anti-large. But, we've got a fair bit. Oh, Tretch is actually anti-large. I hadn't realised that. Anyway, let's go to this guy. He definitely needs more of them. Okay. That'll do for the time being. You're moving over there. You can keep moving up for the time being. You...
We are brave, mighty.
Mr. Toxide are going to double time it to Poxmarsh, where you will do a little bit of recruitment. You can push out up here.
This city is now mine.
Diplomacy, let's have a look. So the vampire counts are at war with me, but they are beginning to like me more and more.
My master will it. What could you offer me?
He liked Lothan, okay. That I wasn't expecting. He doesn't like the fact I'm at war with vampire counts, but that will hopefully disappear sooner rather than later. You're going to get this guy up as well and rejig his army. And I'm not going to go early here, guys. We are going to wait until we are strong. You know, until we are in a proper strong position before we get this invasion underway, guys. You know, we do want to make sure we're in a good position for this. I do not want to be beaten back again, especially if I lose, you know, while I can invade with 3 or 4 armies, if I lose 3 or 4 armies, I am in trouble. I will be in trouble. Big trouble, guys. You know, that will be a situation where I will struggle to come back from, so we want to be careful. Doesn't mean we want to be not, you know, we don't want to take any risks. You know, we're invading them. That will be a risk, but I'm fairly sure it's a risk we can cope with. Ooh, we want to tell Nagaron to go and attack those other people. That rogue army. You know, we are kind of at war with the entire old world here, so I do want to be a little careful. I do love the fact that the Vampire Coast actually sailed all the way over there expecting to get something. Right. Where are you? No, don't move me all the way back up there.
Trench is ready. Move your tails. Don't disappoint me.
See, this is a nice shaped army for this invasion. In fact, we might tweak Tretch a little bit.
Fear Lord.
No, I'm actually going to keep Tretch that way.
I arrived. Have slaves bow out.
Tretch is going to head into here. You are 2 turns off. 5 turns off. You are still heading up, and you're going to need to do some re-recruitment once you get up here. You can get knocked over so I can start building a wall. Walls are very important for me to be getting out in all my settlements quite early on, guys. As I'm sure you can guess. Right, you can get a couple of Helping Abominations. They'll take us a while. In fact, no, you can get a couple of these. These guys can be dropped. Then you can get a couple of Helping Abominations. We still have two things left. That's a nice shape. It's an odd shape, but it'll do. Again, I'm going to drop these guys out and replace them. Because I never find those gutter runners have never really been worth it. I'm going to just grab extra concealment bombs for him. Oh, whoops, I forgot to... Haha, he walked straight past the guy who was meant to be joining him. Vermich. So, we're getting there, guys. A few turns and we should be ready for the invasion of Brettonia. We are going to start throwing out some extra armies as well. Certainly I want a defensive army down around here. But once this invasion is underway, that should take most of the focus off my territories. Especially as I'm fairly sure most of the old world powers are not at each other's throats, but I'm fairly sure they're not trusting the vampire counts at this point in time. I do also need to be ready for future chaos invasions, but if I'm around here, that's not so bad. But as I said, our first thing, you know, when we first land in Brettonia, it's all going to be about breaking their defences. You know, once we've broken the initial fight back, you know, once we hit the beaches, once we're actually in Brettonia, we'll get a large push against us, and once that has been broken, that is when we can expand and consolidate. And hopefully capture, you know, a lot of territory very quickly, breaking Brettonia's might and potential to fight back.
What you want? Treaty pact? What? On one command.
You're going to start heading up there. You're nearly ready. You're getting there. Oh, Phoenix Gate needs levelling up. This is actually quite an important one because this lets me get a lot of the units I want. So I can have a second recruitment base here. And down here. Ooh, they're about to have another rebellion. Let's get Klesh down here, who's going to get some recruitment in. Not quite yet, but he will be doing some recruitment. This doesn't need to be a particularly amazing army down here. It's just a little bit extra, as well as, obviously, he's keeping an eye on that territory in case it falls.
I know no pet.
It's all the chaos, all the Skaven corruption I'm getting in that territory is probably helping. One day Vermich will catch up with his army. God, the Empire is so weak, though I suspect the north of the Empire, you know, has been ravaged by chaos. Oh God. I might need to keep an eye on that, guys, because that's a lot of dowie sailing. That is a lot of dwarves sailing there. That could be a problem depending on where it hits me. So I might need to move an army back down there to keep an eye on that actually. I mean, my garrisons are decent once I built up the walls, but just now they're not ideal. And a big dwarven invasion would certainly scupper my plans for invading Brettonia. I suspect somebody else has a plan to invade Brettonia there. I'm going to go with 3 armies. He's going to go back here to re-recruit, and we're going to start recruiting down here as well. Just to keep an eye on what's going on, guys. But I want to get this invasion underway, so we'll risk it with 3. It is a risk. We might get pushed back, but if we do, we do. So here has just defeated another...
Move! Guide us, Horned One. This way.
Oh damn, we can't quite get that yet.
That needs new, better rules. All tales are mine.
That'll do to start with.
Junction of the Great Horned One.
I'm just intrigued as to where those dwarfs are going. I don't want them just sailing out of the blue into my territory. Okay, the servants of chaos, they might have been going for some of the servants and the puppets. Now, chaos themselves still need to fall. And this is proper chaos at this point, guys, so once they are taken out, you know, that is a really good buff for us. That will help massively. Okay, they are now mobilising against the rogue army behind me. Oh, so the Empire's taken somewhere in the north. Interesting. It is a little bit of a risk with 3 units. So those dwarf armies seem to... Maybe they were just chasing off those vampires.
Skaven Food. I know no pet. I'm ready.
Next turn, guys, we will be good to go.
Great warlord.
Get you some more of them. Let's get you 2 of those. They're actually good anti-large. Couple more of those. And a help it abomination. In fact, let's drop one of those and get a second help it abomination. And you are almost good to start moving. You will start making a beeline over here as well.
We are brave, mighty. What? Come on.
Okay. So we will have a 4th army heading over to follow up, but I just don't want to leave this invasion too long, guys, because we're running out of this session as well. We've not really done much, so I want something fun in this session, guys. So I'm possibly going a bit early, which might make it a bit more challenging for us, actually, guys. That said, Brettonia is weak at the moment. They are potentially off fighting chaos, so we shall see. And if they turn up with 6 armies, 6 massively powerful armies, guys, we can always just fall back until we've got more armies. You know, we can always fall back. Though, I don't particularly want to fall back. But, again, at the same time, we are Skaven. We are meant to be cunning. We are not meant to charge into the jaws of death. We're meant to, you know, if they're charging us with overwhelming forces, our real sort of strategy would be to fall back and avoid the battle and get an ambush in if we can. There you go, you can see their mass recruitment going on. I think they know what's happening. I know they're still... I'm not really fussed with those guys raiding me back there so much.
Call me Lord Craven Tail. I not wake through scat. Trenched Craven Tail. Crazier.
Nice.
Scurry forward. To land. Skaven slaves at all.
So we're going to land here. There's a skull reef down there. Store roofs give you 10k. You're good, you're good. You need to start being built up.
My plan scheme.
That'll do for now. Pardon me. We are getting there, guys, now. Next turn we will be landing in Brettonia. We should make short work of Musilion. Or however I pronounce it. And capture that. And then we're gonna the ideal tactic for us, guys, is to draw the Brettonian armies in one at a time. We don't even have to hold it. I could literally just sack it, destroy it, and move on. You know, because they won't know. Even if I take it, they won't necessarily know I've taken it. And we could just make a... We could just burn through the Brettonian territory. I'm a little worried I'm going off half-cock here, guys. But I want to get this invasion underway. We will have a 4th army heading to back us up, which will be very nice, very appreciated once it gets here. But it's going to take a few turns to get to us. Come on, guys. Get them dealt with, please.
Call me Lord Craventail. Opportunity, fight! Address me as Sir Lord. Unleash nest fleets. Hide and sneak.
I think we've got this. Oh, let's make sure we actually apply these banners next time.
My musk on all loot.
Straight into a wall.
Thanks to my
And there's a little bit of extra recruitment over here. There you go, guys.
I'm ready. I'm total ruination.
And Brettonia, I'm fairly sure we're going to be on their way now. I love these ports because these get you trade. Yes, plus 50% income from ports, which is very nice. As I said, I will probably gain more from doing that there. We are we are burning through our income generation at the moment, guys, but that's not a bad thing. You know, we are building armies for a reason. I didn't move start the other army moving down, guys. Whoops. Okay, they're going to get on their way shortly. Wow, that is a lot of dark elves up there. Now the real question is, what do I do in Brettonia? Because I could just... See, the reason I'm not just sacking my way through Brettonia and burning everything and sacking everything as I hit it is very simply because while I could do that and I'd make a lot of income, Naggarond would move in behind me and start battering things. That said, with all these forces moving down, I may well not stay where I currently am. You know, I may well keep on the move, let Brettonia recapture a few places behind me. Until I can bring more forces to bear, then link up and then batter them. Get the lay of the land a little bit more. That said, I'm not particularly... I'm not worried, but at the same time, I know how annoying Brettonian cavalry can be, so... I'm worried about that. Now I'm going to have to start building... Oh, that's annoying. We're going to get an army out to deal with them.
What you ask is impossible.
Chieftain Raven of the deep.
You know what?
All hail, ornate rat. Opportunity, fight, hide, and sneak.
I'm going to batter them.
Don't disappoint me. Grey Seer.
I'm going to do what I said I wasn't going to do. Because that army is on its own at the moment. I'm going to take it out.
Fight, hit. No, fool. To battle, I come after.
We're going to fight this one, guys. And you know what I'm going to do. You know how this is going to go, guys. And you know what's going to happen here. I'm not going to... I should have done an army rejig first. No, actually, I don't want to do an army rejig first. Because I don't want... I'm in dangerous territory. I can be patient and wait for my siege equipment to appear. It's not going to give me all my siege equipment to start with now, is it? Really annoyingly. But we are going to form up here, and we are just going to obliterate their walls. I am not going to forward deploy. You guys can do a fairly standard. Oh, let's take out those towers first. Sorry, that's me not paying attention. Always take the towers out first, guys. The second those towers are gone, they can't keep hitting me. Come on, give me a seat. I wish you could choose which things would come in first. This is where somebody's going to tell me there's a way to do that. I know I'm not really setting my guys up particularly well just now, but right at this moment I'm not particularly fussed. You know what? I wish I'd rejigged my army so I had all my siege equipment here, guys, because this is annoying. I'm going to start running low on ammo. These two guys are going to pull off the field because I don't need the extra magicians here, the extra magic. Right, let's batter that bit of wall. Right, let's switch to here. I'm trying to do it so I knock the walls down in segments, guys. So I knock it all down in one go. So basically I can finish them off with one volley. Oh, So basically I can wait until they're on that chunk of wall, then knock it over. Shoot at those peasant bowmen. Watch him fly. When you hit them with warp lightning cannon and they just go flying, it's glorious. Are they really going to stand there? Oh, this is This is gonna be beautiful, guys. Oh ho 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 ho! Are they actually sallying forth? I mean, it would be a sensible move for them, potentially, but... Okay, let's take that chunk of wall down. It's quite obvious they're not going back up onto it at this point. Mostly because there's a lot of cavalry behind the wall there. You guys can start shooting at these things behind the wall. They're hard hits, but if we hit them... I say that, there's things like men-at-arms here who aren't cavalry. They do have cavalry, but they're mostly holding it back, and these guys are going to be a pain. Ooh, some foot squires up on there. Let's focus fire them down with all of my guys. Oh, we are still doing a lot of damage to these guys here. Beautiful. Let's get these guys targeting that paladin as well. Because even when we miss, we are hitting guys behind. Let's just double time for a bit, guys. Why my artillery empties itself of ammo. Shoot her. If we hit her, it'll be good. Yeah, we're just weakening all of these guys for the moment. You can pull off. I should have redone Tretch's army so it was just full artillery, because we would have battered these walls. Oh! Ah, I missed that. I should have got some shots in at them. You can pull out. I'm getting some more units in now. Soon, guys, if we don't get any more artillery, we're just going to be zerging their walls. So this will get more interesting soon. We would just be foolish not to take advantage of this while we can. Shoot them. Oh, that was beautiful. Oops, we went a bit too far forwards there. You guys can get out of there. You know what? Get on them while they're here. Charge! No subtlety. Mass charge. You can shoot those ones. You guys can all pull out. And that means I'm taking out some of their better... I just destroyed my own catapult. But no, this means we're taking some of these guys out really nicely. You know, nice and early. And these are units I needed to pay attention to, so... Oh, the lag. I so need a better graphics card, guys. Okay, it's now time for the charge. Let's do pause while I jig all my troops. Okay, you guys straight in as well. I mean, these aren't necessarily the best setup units, guys, but this is just us charging in at the moment. And this is just a mass charge now, guys. Oh look, it gave me some more artillery. No, I'm not necessarily going to withdraw them. They can start shooting over here. Oh, those hell pit abominations charging in on me. I mean, that would be quite scary to watch, charging towards you guys. My assassin can go straight for her. You don't actually want to go right in. You're going to get yourself in a position. Tretch is also going to hit that damsel. Here we go. These guys aren't actually anti-infantry, though they will cause fear, and they're going to be backed up by quite a lot of other guys, so... Ooh, he can come in, though. And start shooting wherever he wants. I thought I told you to go for her. We're going to use our trophy heads on her, which Assassin's Trophy, which lowers all her defences. We're in a mass melee here. You guys can get behind and then charge in. You guys can just keep battering in there. We're cutting through nicely there. You guys are meant to be retreating. It's not worth me casting a spell in here. However, it is worth me casting a spell here. Now this is going to be gorgeous. Oh! You are definitely meant to be attacking her. Now, these guys didn't even need to get behind. We are battering them down now. These Grail Guardians, I'm going to get my anti-large onto them. So my, not my Rat Ogres, my, Hell Pit Abominations, who are anti-large, are going to go and start eating their horses. Which I'm probably going to scare them. They're not going to last long. She's doing surprisingly well. Let's get another Warp Lightning off right here. We will clip our own troops, guys, but I don't really care. Let's have some fun. They're already breaking anyway. She's broken. Those Grail Guardians are probably the quite solid, so... Ooh, what was that? Oh, they have a trebuchet. Yeah, let's finish them off. It's just going to be the charge for centre, guys. No subtlety needed. In fact, we're going to start it now. My Hellpits on Abominations are going to make a beeline. Oh no, they are going to turn around on these guys. The Royal Hippogriff Knights are going to get battered by my Hellpit Abominations. They're not going to last long against them, against what I've got here. It does buff our leadership, not that we really need buffed leadership. Assassin, you can go get her. That prophetess.
Skaven, yes. Very good, master.
This is going well. You can break off now. I don't need you anymore. My assassin is meant to be going for her. You can go for her in melee. You're quite good in melee, and you guys can batter them. You guys can shoot them first. They're gonna break anyway before they even touch us. Oh, they are holding up my entire horde. This is where Skaven suffer, guys. Because actually, we're not the best in a pitched battle. You guys need to get yourselves up on that wall quickly. Have some fun. I know I'm going to hit Tretch, but we're also going to hit a lot of them. And those guys are now shooting in as well. What are you guys holding you up? Oh. Those Grail Knights are still not broken. They're dead. We are possibly... Oh, you can pull out, please. I don't want to lose you. Cycling units in and out of combat is not a usual thing for me, guys. But when he's that low, I just don't want to risk him.
Quick, fast. Ready, steady, do. Good, now. Skaven, yes. Ready, quick.
Come on, let's keep this charge on, guys. Let's not let up too much. Just into this milling mass here. Not quite as good as I'd hoped, but it'll do. And that's it. We have shattered them. So that's an entire Brettonian army taken out there, guys. Nice decisive victory. We've taken some damage, but with Skaven we'll recoup that very quickly. And again, you can see what did the damage there, well, and my large units, but these guys did the damage. Those Hellpierce Abominations did so much damage, and they got a lot of experience there as well, guys. So, the start of our invasion is going well, I feel. So, yeah. We battered that army. And that was quite a good army, actually. That had some very nasty knights in it. Not saying they're not going to come up with at me with similar things. I mean, you saw what some of those guys did. They just didn't want to break, so...
Another victory! Yes, yes! Loot steel!
Straight on to getting walls out. We'll rejig this to start with, guys, in a bit, but to start with, I'm just getting things out. And we are going to be ending this one here, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed this. And next time, we will continue the invasion of Brettonia. Thank you very much for watching, guys.